How are you guys doing? I need to find something better for this camera to just stay in place because it keeps on moving, and every night I like reach for anyway. I have all the windows open. I have the sunroof open because it is so hot. It is 80 degrees outside. It was just switched. It was 81 and then it just switched to 80. It is hot outside. It is hot in this car. I have no air. I'm real over it. I have to go mail this letter. I just got a stamp on it. And then I'm going to listen to my audiobook after I get done vlogging for like a half an hour. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch Orange is the New Black. It's currently 2:03 a.m. I'm gonna watch an episode of Orange is the New Black. I'm so into it this season. Like I really liked Orange is the New Black when it first started, but then when I started watching Wentworth, I like loved Wentworth so much more, and it was kind of hard not to compare them. You guys, I know that it's windy outside. I'm sorry. I noticed it was really hard to hear last night. So, my first pick is always Wentworth, and always people keep on messaging me, and they're like, oh my god, are you watching Wentworth, are you watching Wentworth? I'm like, Wentworth isn't on here, okay? It's on in Australia, but it's not on here yet. So, no, I'm not watching Wentworth yet. But 2 days ago, I started watching Orange is the New Black, and I had seen Joey Graceffa tweet out something about it being back on. I didn't even know it was back on yet. I knew it was coming out June or July, but I didn't know the dates. So, I still have my coffee from earlier today. So, I started watching that one, episode 4. It's really good. The season's really, really good. It's better than I thought it would be. Rich and I were talking about it earlier because we're watching it like kind of at the same time. And, like I was saying to him that, like, usually it ends and it kind of picks up right at the same place. But this time, I feel like I've, like, missed an episode. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. But it's like, there's, like, a lot of stuff that they're talking about that I'm very confused. Like, stuff to do with Frida and some other stuff. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But I'm very confused. And, but I know I didn't miss anything because I saw where it started, and anyway, it's good. It's very good this season. It's kind of, you know how like Orange is the New Black was kind of funny when it started, and this is not funny. It's very like dark this season, and I almost kind of wonder if they're not kind of going that route because like Wentworth is doing so well, and Wentworth like is really not funny. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, Wentworth is it feels very real, you know, as to what like would happen like in a women's prison. Like Orange is the New Black does too, but kind of differently. I actually bought the audiobook because I had so many credits last month. So some months I forget to buy books with my credits on Audible. I think I get, like, I'm in the membership where I think you get 2 credits a month, 2 or 3. No, I get 2 credits a month, but then you can buy 1, 2, or 3 credits a month with your membership at Audible. No, this is not sponsored, I wish. But, so I get 2 every month, but then, like, what'll happen is, like, I'll go in and I'll, like, use all my credits, and then something will come out that I want to listen to, like, right away. And so it's cheaper to buy this package that's like $36 for 3 new credits, because that's like, it comes out to like 11 something a book. Well, most books on Audible are like $19, $20. So, and then like with your, I think it's like the same price of a credit if you like got it with the membership, if that makes sense. So it's like $11 or $12 or something. So, I always buy like the 3 extra credits. Well, then I have those extra credits because I just use 1 for the book that I want. And then then right after that is when I get the 2 new credits. So like every month, I always do that because I'm an idiot. And so then I have like 4 extra credits. And so I was going through different books to see like what was out, and like different recommendations for me. And one of the books that was recommended to me was Orange is the New Black, which was the book that came out that inspired the show. And it's supposed to be fantastic, but the reason I've never read it was because I thought, well, I watched the show and it'll probably be identical to the show. And I was reading the reviews underneath it, and all these people were like, It's like so much better than the show. It really isn't a lot like the show. It's a lot different. And it kind of takes a different spin on Piper's story. And it's written, you know, by this Piper, the main character. So I was like, I'm gonna get this and listen to it. And it's not that long. It's like 8 or 9 hours. So for me, that's like 4.5 hours. Because I listen to my audiobooks at 2 times speed. So I got that, yeah. And then if you have Audible, there's daily deals every day too, which I always tell people to look at because there's always some fantastic books in the daily deal. At least once a week, there's a daily deal that I really want to like listen to. And the thing is and I've listened to, actually, I have found some books that I never would have listened to if it wasn't for the daily deal. The Lives We Bury by Aaron Eskens, which was one of the best, I think that's his name. Anyway, the last name is Eskens, E-S-K-E-N-S, I think. And it's the Lives We Bury, I think, was one of the very best books I've read in the last 2 years. And I got it as a daily deal for $2.90. It was $2.95. I'm like hitting buttons over here and I don't even know what I'm hitting. So what am I hitting here? What am I doing? There, I'm like hitting these buttons on my car and I don't even know what I'm hitting. It's like taking the trip thing through, you know? So, oh, look at that cute little house. It has little lights out in front, a little balcony, everything set up. Yeah, if you do join Audible, you should check out their daily deals. And they email you every day what it is. So it's not like you have to, like, you know, look. So yeah, that's been my day. Well, that's not been my day. I mean, I fell asleep. And then I woke up at like 1:40 and I just sat there for a second and like looked on my phone. I had texted my friend Valerie earlier. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about maybe going to the casino, or if you're gonna go. And she was like, oh, I'm already here. Valerie, pull in the reins. So anyway, but then I woke up and she had texted me and she was like, when are you coming? And I was like, I think I'm not gonna come now. I'm just gonna vlog. And well, I didn't tell her all this. I said I still have to vlog, but I was like, I just want to sit at home and watch Orange is the New Black. I don't feel like going to the casino tonight. I never win. Well, I mean, like, I win, but like maybe once every 4th or 5th time. So it's like I just go for fun and then I just feel like I'm wasting money sometimes. But whatever. I could have been maybe winner chicken dinner tonight. Just didn't feel like it. Plus, I'm trying to save some money for Vegas when we go. But the thing is, like, I haven't been to Vegas since we got married. Alex has been 2 or 3 times since. I can't believe it. Like, I mean, I was the one that used to go to Vegas all the time before Alex and I got together. I can't believe it's been that long. It's been 7 years, you guys, since I've been to Las Vegas. And it's one of my favorite cities in the entire world. I'm like, do you guys want to see where I'm at? I'm like in the middle of like all the bars and stuff, driving through here. But it's Sunday night and everything's like shut down. There's still like people like walking around and stuff. In a couple weeks it'll be real crowded because the Butler University crowd comes back. But tonight it's dead. So anyway, that thing is so sticky from melting in the sun that every time I put my camera on it, it's like this sticky pad. That's like what I put my camera on. I think I showed it to you guys a little while ago. But anyway, but I did gamble when we went there for our wedding. Okay, so for our wedding, when we flew, the very first trip that Alex and I ever went to Vegas on was the November after we got together. And we went out there and we stayed at the hotel at Mandalay Bay, which no longer exists. I think it's now called the Delano, which they have one in Miami too. It may be something else now, I don't know. But anyway, it was all suites, it was gorgeous, I loved it, because I had stayed at the hotel at Mandalay Bay before and I loved it. So when we went out there, Alex had never been to Vegas. That was such a great trip. I really wanted to take him out there and have a good time, and so we did. And we were out there for like 2 days. It was a really short trip, and 2 or 3 days. We went and saw Humanity. We saw O. Alex had never seen a Cirque du Soleil show before. And then, what else? And like, Vegas is really a fun trip to take somebody on that's never been there before. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a friend that's never been to Vegas, take them. Like, that's a trip to expose somebody to Vegas if you've been there before. Like, because they're just kind of like, I remember we got there and Alex was like, we were in Mandalay Bay, and Alex ordered a drink at the bar. We sat down and we like played. Alex does not like to gamble. He thinks it's a huge waste of money. So we sat down and Alex was like, he like ordered a drink, and it was like, you know, not a plastic cup, but like a glass cup, you know? And he got like, I don't know, like a vodka tonic or something. And so, and I got a Coke, and I said, let's go walk outside. So we walked outside, and we're like walking around on the streets. We walked down like as far as to like the Monte Carlo, which I think is gone now. But anyway, and I remember we were like standing on this like overbridge about to go to like the Luxor, and Alex said, I can't take this glass outside with me, can I? And he goes, and I looked at him and I said, you can drink anywhere in Vegas, like anywhere. They don't care, you know? The one thing that Alex has never done that I really want to do this trip is I want to take him to go see the Fremont Street Experience. He's never seen that. I haven't done that in like 10 or 15 years. But I remember seeing it. It was very cool. So I'm thinking like one night maybe we could like go and eat at like the Golden Nugget. Does it even exist? I mean, I don't even know like what's still there and stuff. I need to get online and start looking at some of this stuff. There was a year that I went and there was a TV show. It was a reality show, and it was when they revamped the Golden Nugget. Does anybody remember this TV show? I would love to know if somebody remembers this TV show and what it's called. I do not remember what it's called. Maybe just the Nugget or something. But if anybody out there remembers what that TV show is called, could you let me know? So, I don't want my envelope to fly out the window. So it was a show, and it was about the Golden Nugget, and these guys had bought it, and they were revamping it, right? To make it into like this new hotel in Vegas. And they hired this singer that was very much like this new age Frank Sinatra. He kind of was like his name was like Matt something. He was like I ended up buying his CD, and it was fantastic. He was like a better looking, and this is a lot for me to say, okay, because I think that guy is so good looking. What's his name that used to be the judge on American Idol? Oh shit. He's the actor too, and he's married to the model that was in all the Neutrogena ads, and then she was also in that Urban Legend movie. He's super sexy. What's his name? He's from the South. He has a Southern accent. I love him so much. Why can I not think of his name? Anyway, I think he is so hubba good looking. And, do you know what I'm talking about? He does a lot of like the Frank Sinatra, you know, all that kind of stuff back in the day, the Rat Pack. But this guy did it too, and he was going to be their act at their hotel. So I wanted to go to the Golden Nugget. And so like that was when that show was on, and I was obsessed. And I mean, I had to go out there and see this guy at the Golden Nugget. And I did. And so we went and like went to like what do you call it? Gambled at like the Four Queens and Margaritaville and the Golden Nugget. That's where I've won actually the most gambling, was like in Old Vegas, like at those little casinos. Like I've won the most at those places gambling. When Alex, okay, so then Alex and I, when we went out there for our wedding, we flew in on a Sunday. We were there for 11 nights, you guys. 11 nights in Las Vegas. It was fantastic. People are like, how are you out here so long? I'm like, we could stay longer. It was like, I'm telling you right now, it was probably the best trip of my entire life. I've never felt so connected to my husband and my own. We had so much fun. It was like, it was just silly fun. Like, we just had so much fun. And, we had saved, so we had originally were going to get married in 2010, but we couldn't do it the way that we wanted to do it. So financially, because weddings in Vegas are expensive. And so because we originally wanted to get married at like the Bellagio or the Encore or something like that. Well, you're looking at a minimum of like $3,500, $4,000, and that doesn't include your staying out there in the hotel, like the restaurant for the wedding. I mean, it could be expensive wedding out there, right? Not to mention if you're not going to just go home in 2 days, but you're going to stay out there for a week like we did. So we just didn't have the money to do it the way that we wanted to do it. So we waited we were like, let's just put it off. We'll wait another year. We hadn't sent out the, save the dates or anything. So we had like another like year and a half to plan for it. And, well, by that time, we had a lot of money saved. We had a wedding fund that we were like putting savings money into all the time. So when we went to Vegas for our wedding, we had a lot of money like ready for it. And we were excited. We're like, we're just going to live it up this week. Well, we flew in on Sunday. Our guests started flying in on Tuesday. And like they wouldn't let us pay for anything. I mean, nothing. And it wasn't like we had 500 guests. I mean, we had like 30 close friends and family. And it was like, we would meet somebody for lunch and they're like, oh, no, you're going to let us get it. This is like, it's your wedding. And honest to God, like, I mean, we didn't expect it. And people wouldn't let us pay for anything. And so when they left, and I think this is real common on weddings too. I mean, people gave us cash as presents and stuff like that and bought us experiences while we were there. Like, we got a couple like tickets to some shows while we were there as presents. It's fun. Like, we got some cool stuff. So it wasn't until everybody left that weekend. Most people flew out Saturday, Sunday, and we were there till the following Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We flew out that Thursday. I was going to say, I thought it was Thursday. So we flew out on that following Thursday. But people usually left, like, we got married on Thursday. So we had another week. That's why another week out there. And most of the people left on Saturday, Sunday. Like, one of our friends stayed till Sunday, and everybody else was gone by Saturday. A couple people left on Friday, like the day after our wedding. And it was fun. And so when we flew in, we stayed at the hotel at Mandalay Bay, and we were there like Sunday night, Monday night, and then we went over to the Cosmopolitan on Tuesday night. And I mean to tell you, that hotel is fantastic. And we had this, okay, so we had a friend of ours that had worked with this woman at Caesars who ended up becoming friends of ours. This woman became a friend of ours, and she was like in charge of wedding planning at the Cosmopolitan, and we were one of the very first weddings they had. So she cut us this like incredible deal, all just so like they could like use our pictures for their website and stuff. I mean, like, they were so awesome to us. We got this wraparound suite. Okay, I mean to tell you, it looks like a small apartment. And you would like walk in, and there was like a washer and dryer. There was like a kitchen, like, not with a kitchen, like bar kitchen. This huge entryway. It was all like white and cream, flowers everywhere, like gorgeous, right? And then there was this bedroom that you walked into, and it was like, the bed was in front with like a TV, and then open windows. And it's like on a corner, okay? So the whole living room has all windows looking over the Bellagio. The bedroom windows are all open, and they look towards the Palms and the pool, okay? One of the pools, which at night was so cool because you would, so the other thing is, okay, so then in front, here's the bed, and behind the bed is this huge, massive bathroom, okay? 2 showers, sinks, all this kind of stuff, right? Well, the best part of it was that the Cosmopolitan, when it was built to be condos. So it's one of the only hotels in Las Vegas that actually has balconies on it. So we had a balcony one whole way and the other whole way. And our balcony looked right over the fountains of the Bellagio. We had, because you can't go outside on the balconies at the Bellagio because you can just look out your window, we had a better view of the Bellagio fountains than the Bellagio did. I mean, you could stand out there and hear the music and everything. It was incredible. And I'll be really happy to show you guys that, because I booked us the exact same room, not the same number, but the same kind of room when we go back there, because I was like, we're gonna have a trip. Like, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna have a trip for our 10 years. I'm proud of our 10 years, and Alex is like, I agree. So we're like, let's just put some money into it and let's have a trip of a lifetime. So we're gonna do that. So anyway, and I'm real excited, because I'm somebody, like, when people say, you don't really care about the hotel room, you don't spend that much time in it anyway. No. I'm somebody that spends a lot of time in my hotel room, okay? I like to be in there a couple hours during the day. I like to be in there at night, watching a movie, having some snacks before I go to bed. Y'all know I stay up late anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, having some romance in the hotel room. I'm not the person, like if we went to some small town in Michigan or something where we were gonna just walk around and go boating and stuff, sure, I don't give a shit about the hotel room then. But if it's gonna be like Las Vegas, where like I'm gonna wanna come back and take a nice shower and get ready for the evening and have some cute movie on in the background and have a little Diet Coke on ice, I want a nice room, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's probably one of the only areas that I am kind of a little like, I like nice things with hotel rooms. And, but you know what? Like, I'm good for a nice Hampton Inn too. I just love hotel rooms. I love hotel rooms. Now, I've stayed in a few hotel rooms before, cockroach motels, roach motels that are scary as shit. But by and large, I mean, like, most hotels are Holiday Inn Expresses, all that kind of stuff. Most hotels today are pretty nice, but so in Vegas, I will tell you the other thing, you can get really nice hotel rooms for pretty cheap. My dad, when he goes out there, my dad and my stepmom actually go out there probably once a year, and they always stay at, what is it called? It's Old as the Hills, like the Flamingo, no, I don't know which one it is. It's the one they show in Miss Congeniality. Well, they redid all their suites, and so my dad goes out there and he gets this ginormous suite, and he pays like $99 for it. They're not even gamblers. They don't even go out there because they don't like to gamble. I don't know why. They go out there for like good restaurants and stuff like that. So anyway, Alex and I check into the Cosmopolitan and we're just like blown away. The Cosmopolitan is like a cool hotel. If you're ever in Las Vegas, walk through it, okay? It's just cool. They have like the coolest artwork everywhere, installation art. They just have like all kinds of really different stuff. All these hotels out there have these big buffets. And so we went to the buffet one day and it was like so different compared to like buffets at other places. It was like they had like sliders and chocolate covered strawberries, and they just had really different, like marzipan. They had like really different stuff. It was like a really, I don't know, everything about the aesthetic, and I hate that word, but it's the only thing that fits, of the hotel fits perfectly. And it was just really romantic and sexy and different. I loved it. I need to get online and start looking at some shows. Alex and I were talking about that. He was like, what shows do you want? Because he's going to buy some tickets for some shows. He was like, what shows do you want to go to? I said, well, I mean, we've seen O twice. I said, we've seen Zumanity. We love Zumanity. But I said, let's go see something different. He was like, okay. So we're going to do that. One night, we're actually going to Cascade, the DJ, because he's our favorite. Alex's cousin, Maya. Hey, Maya. I know she doesn't watch this. She lives out there. So we're going to hook up with her and go out to see Cascade one night. One of Alex's really, really good friends from college, Eric, he lives in Las Vegas. So we'll probably meet up with him one night. Alex told me I should do a meet and greet in Las Vegas. I'm like, really? Like, that scares the shit out of me. I'm like, what if nobody shows up and it's total crickets? Because you know that could happen, right? Oh, shoot. It's so hot anymore in my car that these lip balms are basically just, look at that, do you see? Oh, it's at 24 minutes almost. I'll stop this, I'll be right back. Somebody asked in the comment sections when I am starting the Storytellers channel, okay? So, I am starting the Storytellers channel October 1st. It was supposed to be August 1st. I really, really want it done well. I want to have enough videos for 2 videos a week for my first month. That's what I want. And I'm currently trying to find 2 Halloween videos for the week of Halloween. So, I don't want to start it and have it be bullshit. I just don't. I want to put some time and effort into it. I want it to be a channel that I'm proud of. The other thing is, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, but then when I email them back, I haven't heard back from them. So, I have enough videos to last. Like, I don't have them currently, but people are working on them. That was the other thing, is that a lot of people are struggling getting them together and stuff like that. if you're interested in contacting me about a story that you want to tell, the email is the storytellervideos@gmail.com. It's listed underneath all of my Peterisms channel or videos. But I don't actually have a lot of the videos. And I guess that my assumption was when I started the idea that people would be like, yeah, I'm interested, and then they would just send me their video. Well, that didn't happen, and that was my stupidity of thinking that it would happen that way. So because I have one video right now that's gonna, okay, so I'm gonna post my video, and then I have the second video that I'm gonna post. And it's the author that I was talking about the importance of a single story. He sent me his video earlier this week. So I have his video, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's gonna blow your ass away, let me just tell you, okay? And then I have a video for the following week that's completely different because I wanted to do some different kind of videos. I'm also trying to figure out if I want to do like an intro, like a 20-second intro to everybody's video, if that makes sense. I'm not sure that I want to do that yet. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Like if I did a 20-second intro to everybody's video, I don't think I need to do that. And I don't really want to insert myself into everybody's story. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think about how I want to do that. I've decided that I'm not, as of right now, I'm not going to get on video and just read somebody's story. I want it to come from the person, and I understand there are a lot of people out there that are too scared to tell their stories. I totally understand that, you know? But I think that, like, YouTube is a really visual place, and if I get on camera and I read your story, it becomes my story. I don't know, maybe not, but like I'm thinking maybe I might do that like once a week, but then again, it's me doing the video. Does that make sense? And I really wanted it to be everybody else's videos. I'm really wanting to stick to that. So we'll have to see what happens. Okay, do you guys want to hear a crazy idea? When I say this, I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I know as soon as I say this, okay, I can't even believe I'm about to say this on camera. I've been thinking about this idea for a year, okay? And I have been thinking about, you guys know I'm like an ideas person, right? And the more I have to do, the more I want to do. I think that's important for people to understand. Like, the more I have to do in my life, the more I want to pump out. Like the more ideas I have. And I've had this idea for quite some time. Oh, you gossip people out there are gonna love this. You're going, oh my God, I can't wait. They're like sitting there right now like, what is he gonna talk about? Anyway, so I'm thinking about starting another channel. No, like seriously I am, okay? Like, well, I've had this idea. I've had this idea for like a year, and then I kind of teased it out like a couple weeks ago, and then I teased it out in a live stream the other day, and people kind of responded positively to it. And I was like, this is so weird that people are like responding positively to it. And what I'm wanting to do is I'm seriously thinking about starting a review channel, okay? And let me explain to you why. First, I'm thinking about starting another channel other than putting it on my main channel. Because, first of all, if I do it, I want them to be shorter videos. I don't want them to be 15, 20-minute videos. I want them to be shorter. And I mean shorter, like 4 to 10 minutes. And I want them to be daily. I want to upload them daily. Maybe in some conditions twice a day, and I don't want to do that to my main channel. It'll saturate it. And I want to review everyday products. It could be anything from cleaning products to a candle to some kind of beauty supply thing, although most palettes and things like that will stay on the drama channel. It could be anything. You know, Tanya and I always stand there, and I know this is a very graveyard girl thing to do, and I'm not trying to imitate her, but so this is not that. it would be a serious review if I did this. But Tanya and I go to Walmart, and Tanya always buys all that shit that's like as seen on TV in that aisle, you know? She'll be like, oh, like, okay, like the hose. My dad got me that hose a couple years ago. That is like that most fantastic hose in the entire world, you know what I'm talking about? It's stuff like that, and like I would review it, and yes, I would show myself actually using it, and I would give 100% honest reviews. I would say, like, this is a piece of shit, or this is not a piece of shit, or like, this is really good, invest your money in it, or this is too expensive. Because I don't really see any channels doing that right now, and on anything. So like my playlist would be cleaning supplies, this, that, and people were asking me, like, well, would it be books? No, it wouldn't be any books or any media. I would keep completely over on my, maybe I would do like, well, no books. It won't be any books. That book stuff will be on BookTube. But maybe like a show on Netflix or something like that, you know? Or a movie on Netflix, or who knows. But it'll mostly be services, because I find myself going to buy stuff, and I always like get online and look up reviews, right? Like I Google, you know, like, what was it the other day? Oh, I was like looking up the Mrs. Myers stuff, and that I talk about on here, and I look on there, and everybody's like, oh, it's great, it's great, it's great, it's great. So I'm sitting there in the store, and I'm looking at the stuff. Well, Mrs. Myers products all start at like $5.99 and go up to like $12.99. They're expensive products. And I'm like, shit, like I want to buy some other stuff, but like I don't know that like I want to invest all this money in there. So I bought some new things. I bought the body lotion, okay? It's $8.99. It's very similar in price to the Aveeno lotion that I use. I absolutely love it. It doesn't make my face greasy. It doesn't make my face dry. My face is greasy right now because it's so fucking hot in this car. And the smell is better than the Aveeno. I will probably continue to use the Aveeno lotion for my everyday because I've just trusted it for so long. But the Mrs. Myers body lotion lavender is fantastic, and like for special occasions, just like go out to a picnic or something for the day. I'm very weird about lotions. Like I think you guys should probably know that, okay? Like, if I'm gonna go to like a date with Alex or something like that, I use a more like just basic smell lotion, or I use like a more masculine lotion. Like I have a couple lotions that are kind of like masculine smelling so that they go with my cologne. Because I love masculine scents, like the shaving cream from Art of Shaving, and then like cologne, and then like a beard oil, you know, things like that. Like I like to smell masculine. But if I'm going to like a day thing, like a, you know, a lunch date or like a picnic or something like that, you know, like we go to so many picnics, you know, like this would be perfect for that because it has like a softer scent. It's more citrusy. I would probably wear like a more like softer cologne with it. So I think that's really like a fair price, okay? But then I bought the what do you call it? The things you sprinkle on the laundry that's supposed to like make it smell better. Didn't notice one difference. $8.99, okay? My laundry came out, and maybe you have to use it in conjunction with their laundry detergent, but I didn't know anything about it. I like the pods, so I didn't buy it because it was like a you know, a liquid. So I just used Kirkland pods that have no scent to them from Costco, and then I sprinkled the stuff on it. My clothes came out, they didn't smell one bit like that lavender. It was actually a blanket that I washed. Didn't smell one bit like that lavender. It's a waste of money. Don't spend your money on it. And then I put the same blanket, it's this big white blanket that PP sleeps on. I put it in the dryer with the dryer sheets, and I put 2 dryer sheets in it, okay? And the thing is, the dryer sheets are expensive, and you don't get that many out of them. I mean, it's like $8.99. I bought it at the Meijer, and you get like 40 sheets or something. And they're weird too. They're like more papery. I brought that blanket out. It did not smell anything like that stuff. It was a waste of money. So I wouldn't buy the fabric softeners either. So I do not swear by their laundry stuff. I'll be continuing to use Gain because I love Gain all day long, right? But the all-purpose cleaner, I bought the body wash. The body wash is fantastic. The body wash, the lotion, and the glass cleaner. And I bought the candles. And let me just tell you, the candles are nice, but they don't smell up your house at all. I wouldn't buy the candles again, not one bit. So those would be the kind of reviews that I would do. And I really want to do them because I don't, like, you know, a lot of times when I want to go and buy something, I like Google it. And if there's no review, I'm like, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know if I should buy this, if I shouldn't buy this. And it could be anything from deodorant to, you know, some kind of like, I don't know, like cooking apparatus to, you know, as seen on TV to anything, like so many different things, you know what I mean? Yankee air fresheners to whatever. I don't buy those. I buy the, where's mine? Hold on. That was my friend's wedding CD. I have those gain pods. Mine's on the floor. Well, this one's dead, so I can show you. See? Is it dead? Ah! But let me tell you about this channel. If I start it, I'm not going to start it until November or December because I want to get the whole basement cleaned and ready. I want to have a white wall backdrop. I want to do it in a very clean, I want to get like a white desk from IKEA so that everything that I show comes up very clean and everybody can look at it like a mukbang or whatever and see exactly what I'm doing. Like, I want them to be, they're not going to, of course they're not going to be highly edited, but I want to pan down on what they are and kind of, you know, I know how to edit, so I would like edit in some of that at this point, if that makes sense, and kind of like, you know, pan down and over it and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, and, I don't know, I'm really excited about it. I told Alex, and he goes, are you seriously going to start another channel? I go, look, okay. He goes, that'll be 6 total channels that you have. I said, I don't care. I do it because I do it. I love doing it. I don't do it because I seek the applause of other men, you know? I do it because I like to do it. And he goes, well, you're just going to confuse people. I go, listen, I am not a business. I am not a brand. I'm doing what I love to do. If people want to follow it, they'll follow it. If people don't want to follow it, they don't have to follow it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Like, would that be anything that you'd be interested in? No, Peter, please don't start one more channel. It was interesting because a lot of people, when I mentioned it in my live stream, were like, I don't know how, but did I mention it on here? Did I mention it on I mentioned it in my live stream, I know that for a fact. But did I mention it on here already? And people were like, well, I'd keep up with another channel if I had to. And it was interesting that night. Oh, no. That night I asked people in the live stream, I said, how many of you guys watch every video that I post every day? I cannot tell you how many people were like, me. I was like, how do you keep up with 2 hours of my videos every day? And they're like, we have them on in the background, or I do it in the morning while I'm getting ready, or I watch it in the evening while I'm getting ready for bed, or I, you know, sit and I take a break during lunch and I watch a drama video and a couple other drama videos. And I mean, that is so amazing to me. You guys are so awesome. And so then they were like, well, if you have another channel, we'll find time to watch it. The other thing you have to remember is that my Storyteller channel is only going to be twice a week. So it's not going to be like I'm posting daily videos on there. And I can, like on a Sunday, prepare that for the whole week ahead. So it's not really like I'm starting anything. But this would be fun because, you know, like, I mean, always I feel like what I relate to you guys a lot about is like the Bob Evans conversations and, you know, the buying shit on Amazon. Like that would be a good one for me. Like, you know, to review Amazon Prime. Like, is it really worth it? You know, because like that's something I've wanted to know for a while. And I have Googled, is Amazon Prime worth it? Is Hulu worth it? You guys, my battery is almost about to die. I filmed one video on the stand camera today and I didn't charge the battery. I think I'm gonna do is go to Best Buy tomorrow. I think I'm gonna surprise my husband. He said tonight, he goes, we need a new microwave. Our microwave is total junk. I've had it well, we've been together 10 years and I've had it longer than that. So 2 to 3 years before that. So our microwave is somewhere between 12 and 15 years old. Alex is like, we need a new microwave. I'm gonna buy us a new microwave. I was like, okay. He's like, well, what kind of microwave do you want? I was like, I don't care, like stainless steel would be cool or something like that. But I'm gonna go into Best Buy tomorrow. I think I'm gonna surprise him and get a new microwave. And they're not that expensive. You can get them for pretty cheap. What do you guys think? I really want you guys to tell me what you think about the review thing, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, can you believe he loves the sound of his voice so much he's starting another channel? No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that I love to buy shit. I love to go to the Meijer. Listen, if I got a check tomorrow for $10,000 and somebody said, go buy yourself something fun with this, Sure, I might buy me that travel Gucci messenger bag that I've wanted for a while that was $1,200. But other than that, like, I don't think, you know, like, I'd love to just go to the, you know, not the Walmart, the Target. I mean, I don't mind the Walmart, but if I had to pick, I'd go to Target first. I'd love to go into Target and just buy everything that I wanted to buy. I mean, I'm always there looking at the candles and the seasonal shit. I love the seasonal section at Target. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to just do that. Buy candle waxes. Oh, by the way, the Poorhouse Candle Company, I'm gonna link her again below. The finest candles I have smelled in a long time. She told me it's not Apple Jacks, it's actually Fruit Loops. We've been talking, and guess what we're gonna do? Are you ready? I asked her because Alex is like, he just threw it out at brunch today. He goes, I was telling him about the candles, and his friend that was with us at lunch, Amy from last night, she went to brunch with us today. She was like, are they really that good? I'm like, oh yeah, they're like the most amazing candles. They smell so good. And she was like, well, I want to buy some of them. So I like showed her where like the link was and whatever. Alex is like, you ought to ask her if she'd make a limited edition Peter Monn candle. And I go, what? And he goes, you love candles and candle waxes so much. You ought to ask her if she would be willing to make a limited edition Peter Monn candle, you know, for like people that follow you and love your candles or love your doing a candle review company and stuff. I was like, oh, I like that idea. So I asked her, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm totally down for that. And she's starting a website and stuff. So she's like, do you want to, well, I'll tell you more about that when that happens. But she's totally going to do a limited edition. I'm not going to make anything off of it, okay? Unless she has an affiliate code later. And then I said, well, of course, I would love my own candle affiliate code. Are you kidding me? But for right now in her Etsy shop, no. And I don't, that's her business. I don't need to make no money off of it. I just support her products because, and I don't know her. I didn't know her until she sent me some candles in the mail. I'm telling you right now, I stand behind these candles 100%, okay? Now, I haven't smelled the fruity one yet, but the cereal one is fantastic. And so I'm going to link her again below. Go check her out. And she's going to come up with a Peter Monn candle. She asked me what smell I wanted, and I said, you know, I think like maybe something that's close to like the cologne that I wear, but then maybe mixed a little bit with like a woodsy smell, because like people are always like, you smell so woodsy, you smell so like masculine and woodsy. Like that's what people always tell me. And so I don't know, we're gonna come up with a scent, and I will, you know, hopefully work with her in picking it. It's not gonna be me, it's not my business, it's her business, you know, but I thought that would be cool. And I mean, a candle review company having their own candle, can you imagine? So anyway, I'm real excited about that. So some kind of fun things going on, you know? I don't know. I've been working so hard on my book, of my memoir lately, and I've started editing a lot of it, and I gotta get it to my publisher sometime in October, that will be an easy schmeezy kind of thing, and so hopefully that might be a deal early next year sometime. And then the fictional book, I don't know if I'll have it done in time or not. We'll have to see. I'm working on it. Yeah, so good things are going on right now. I'm loving life. Life is so fun. It's exciting, and you know, I always have new ideas. And the thing is, like, as I was sitting here thinking about starting this channel, you know, people always tell you from like a brand point of view or a business point of view, don't split your audience, don't do this, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not sure I believe that. You know, I just don't know that I do. So I have to say goodnight.